So don't freak out if I say we should stick together like glue and I'm a feather. Standing on the weather, the cold or sweaty together. We should stick together to go and I'm a getter. Trending, you're the center, you're the ever, yeah. When it's snowing, rains, the sun burns out on the July.
I was so strict with my little children, and I said, nobody's going to say ugly words in this house, and I mean it. Nobody's going to say stupid or butt. If you call somebody stupid or butt, you're going to be in deep doo-doo. They would have never, my first two, never. Scared to death. That third one came along. She started out spell cussing. Little bitty walk in the room and go, what the H? She would walk into some little child's birthday party and go, what's up, mofos? She's always called her daddy Chuck. And she'd say, Chuck, you a-hole. And my husband, who is old school, doesn't take crap off of anybody, he would go, she's a nut. And my oldest two would go, what? She just called Dad an a-hole. Let me tell y'all, I told them this last night. The last time, but the first time I was in Detroit was years ago. I got hired to do a fundraiser right outside of Detroit, and it was darling, and it was a bunch of nuns. It was nuns and fun people, and there was a raffle and a lot of drinking. And I didn't know what I was stepping into. But I had been at home, and Chuck Morgan and I both got sick with some horrible cough, and I had gotten codeine cough syrup, which is a controlled substance, and they don't let you have much of it. And I was coughing my head off, and I thought, oh no, I'm not going to get to do that show in Detroit. And but I thought, I've got my codeine, I'll be all right. I can dope myself up, and I can do it. Chuck Morgan drank all of my codeine cough syrup. And I said, I've got to go do a show in Detroit. And I didn't have anything, so I rubbed vapor rub on the bottom of my feet. And I was young enough to still wear heels. And I remember those nuns, and everybody was having a big time, and they were raffling off purses, and I was sliding around in my heels and vapor rub. I had a high school boyfriend, and I loved him. And he was from farming people, and he went to the big city high school. And I look back on it, and he was tiny, cute, so cute, but I could have held him like a baby. I look at me now and I think, as I age, surely to goodness I'm going to get smaller. My feet are getting bigger, my hands are getting bigger. I just walk around like that. I take pictures with people and they're like right up under here. Okay, let me tell y'all that we're all over Michigan in June. We were in Grand Rapids last night and the night before, and they were darling. And then here today, and then we're both going to be in Traverse City at the National Cherry Festival. I know, I am so tickled. I love a festival and I love cherries. And me and my husband, I'm really trying to build that intimacy back with their daddy. But his idea of intimacy is different from mine. His idea of intimacy is something nasty. And that's okay. That's the way God made him. That's okay. My idea of intimacy is I want to talk. I want to talk something to death. And he'll go, what do you want to talk about? And I go, I don't know, but there's something going on with my bladder.